anymore.
And about the special kids she's dedicated her life to.
They know that I don't care what they look like.
Cher, one and only on the next Maury.
This is the best. I'm on stage, Atlantic City, Sands Hotel. This is Cher's stage. This is where she performs her nightclub act. This is Cher's microphone. This is Cher's scenery. This is Cher's smoke. Do I feel like a duck out of water, huh? But you know something? When Cher steps off this stage, she steps into the lives of some very special families. And just like on stage, she creates magic. And that magic is here, next, on the Maury Povich Show. We're in a private room backstage, and Cher's going to be out in a minute. But first, if there is ever a person who's one of a kind, it is Cher. And as we know, she's always done it her way. Cher.
She's done it all, and it seems everything she touches turns to gold. She won an Oscar for her performance in Moonstruck, making her a world-class singer-actress. But it just might be Cher's Yen for Younger Men that earns her the most attention. Cher's first love, though, was with an older man named Sonny. But after their marriage fell apart, it didn't take long for Cher to make a mark on her own.
That jacket's the only thing of yours that's ever going to be on my bed again.
It's okay with me, baby.
What the hell did you come back here for anyway?
And today, by industry standards, Cher is considered a superstar. But she isn't just dedicated to her career. An important part of Cher's life is the Children's Craniofacial Association. She invites children from all over the world to attend her concerts for free and sends them to special retreats like this one at SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida. Inside and out, this consummate performer is a class act, and with her Midas touch comes a heart that's also full of gold.
Well, we finally meet.
Yeah.
I never thought we would. And although I get the feeling that even though we've never met face-to-face, we've been through a lot together.
Yes, we actually have.
Yeah.
I used to dislike you a lot.
I know that. And quite frankly, rightly so. I mean, we, in another day, in another age, on another show called A Current Affair, unmerciful to you.
Yeah, you guys were rough.
We camped out in front of your house.
But you know what? That's kind of what's good about this business, because nothing is written in stone. Nothing, life is changeable, so yeah. I like that.
And can I tell you, you look terrific, and I'll tell you what, I'm scared. I'm scared that you will think that after you've seen me that I look older than I do on television.
No. you look the same to me.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I've jumped that hurdle. That's good. What is it? I mean, you have done so much, and I saw you tonight, and I know you don't have to go through as strenuous a show as you do, but I saw you tonight, and I was drained. I mean, I was exhausted just seeing you do all the changes and the whole ambiance of it, and so why do you do that?
I don't know. I guess I get bored, and so I try to, I don't know. I'm not really sure why. I mean, I end up kind of doing what I like, and I also know that people, like when they're going to come to see me, they want to do something that's fun, and so I know the clothing is kind of extra fun, and because I want to do different things, like I went from, a Bruce Springsteen song kind of to More Than You Know, and I really like doing that, and I like dressing for it, too.
And the outfits went from jeans to, I don't know if it was ermine or mink or whatever it was, but, I mean, it was dressed to the nines.
Yeah, the Russian dress.
Yeah. Are those things numbered backstage? I mean, how do you literally do that?
Well, you're seeing a short version. This is not the show I'm going to be doing this is not the concert show. This is the nightclub show. the concert show is about 30 minutes longer. So,
And what, another 5, 6, 7 outfits or something?
well, actually, it's not so many more outfits. There are a couple more outfits, but there are a couple of more songs and dances and stuff like that. It's just, we just kind of, I like to throw it up in the air, too. I don't like this is a different set list for us, because I like to do stuff fresh.
So is it numbered?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it's like, there's a set list in the back, and we all know what the costumes are, and like, but tonight I came out in something that,
I know.
like Paulette said, you look awful in those jeans, and I said, yeah, I know, but I really want to, I don't care, I just want to go out.
There's something else we're going to do about tonight's show I wanted to ask you about. We're going to do a show on women who fantasize about blue-collar men. And you came out today and said,
Except
no,
I don't fantasize about it. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I believe if you want something, you go after it. I'm not wasting too much time. I'm too old to waste time with fantasy, you know. And I do like blue-collar men.
Yeah, because you were saying, you know, that I like truck drivers. I like kind of grubby.
Yeah, I like men. No, I mean, I like 1950s kind of men. And it seems to me that like
some of us.
Like Robert and Camilletti and Richie Sambora, you know, Robert was from Queens, Richie was from
Jersey?
Jersey, yeah. Bridgeport, where are you guys from?
Woodbridge.
Absolutely. All right, Woodbridge.
Right
okay.
where the kind of Garden State and New Jersey Turnpike meet.
Right.
It's like at Woodbridge.
And they're kind of the same kind of men, very down to earth. I like people, I like everyone, but I especially like men that are very down to earth.
And yet, in a lot of ways, people would say, you know, you've almost had to act like the man in the family.
Oh, I definitely have been.
Yeah, because you've had to prove over the years when people said, oh, no, she'll never make it alone. I mean, are she going to try to make it, Sonny and Cher, and she's going to try to make it as a are you kidding, as a single? You did that. And then you wanted to go in the movies. Are you crazy? And then you had to do dramatic parts in the movie. And then you had to prove yourself as a comedian in the movie. So, in a way, I mean, you've had to do that as a man. I mean, you've assumed the male role.
I kind of am. I'm kind of the father figure, I think, in my family. I take care of my grandparents. I take care of my mom. You know, I'm kind of... My sister is kind of like the person that I go to when I need... Like, my sister and my brother-in-law are like... I go for them if I'm having a problem.
You did Mask, and everyone could understand that anyone who does a movie like that would be very sensitized and very close and be very moved by the subject matter. And that's fine. And maybe if you wanted to give some money, that was fine too. But I mean, you've done more than that. I mean, you have set up a situation where you have retreats for these kids. You write to these kids. You give presents to these kids. Every single time they go through surgery, and there are multiple surgeries for each one of these young, marvelous, courageous kids, you're there, you're writing, you're trying to communicate with them. I mean, why?
Well, I guess, you know, when I first got involved with it, it wasn't like I kind of fell into it. I wasn't going to get this involved. I wasn't really going to get... I wasn't even going to get involved, I don't think. And then this woman sent me a package, and it had pictures, and it had stories. And so I went to the first thing, and I was hooked because these kids are really funny. They're really adorable. I've known some of them now for an extremely long time. And the mothers, I've just gotten to be, you know, not like super, you know, I'm not their best friend, but they know that I really like them, and they know that I don't care what they look like to me. I think they're great. Like, when one of them gets a new eye, I'm still totally thrilled, and I see big changes, you know. One of my little friends got her big ears, she calls them, you know, and we were all, I mean, we're thrilled and delighted, and it's a pleasure for me to do this. It's really a great thing for me to do it. I mean, I should be paying them to do it.
Yeah. But you know, a lot of what you do and a lot of what the public sees about you is beauty and glamour and glitz. And of all the causes of all the things in life for you to feel this close to, or maybe through irony, this is why it happened. That because there's so much a part of your life in terms of what the public knows, there's so much in terms of glamour, and then what you spend time on in the private life.
Except, you know, I mean, my work life is glamorous, but my regular life is not glamorous at all.
Don't
and
tell me this.
no, I mean, it's very mundane. I mean, I'm a big reader. I watch CNN. You know, I make things. I'm not.
I know you watch CNN. You call once in a while.
Yes, I do. Well, when I get pissed off, I call. But it's not really a glamorous life. I guess I've had a glamorous life, but I'm not that interested in it anymore. So these kids are a lot closer to my feelings about glamour. I know what a trap it is, and I know what a, you know, I know how real and how unreal it is, you know. So it's easy for me to see these children and then get to know them and just, you know, think that they're great children, which is what they are.
Yeah. We're going to have a mother on when we come back who says that your portrayal of the mother and man is the person she decided to be with her son. And thank you so much, Cher, because without that kind of portrayal of that mother, she doesn't think she could have handled it. And we're going to see her and her son with you when we come back.
This is a public junior high school, Miss Dennis. There are special schools with wonderful facilities that might be more appropriate for his needs.
Do you teach algebra and biology and English here?
Of course.
Those are his needs.